Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/citizenho. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Hello there.
Hola.
And welcome to Dun 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 Dun, the 99th episode of Citizen Ho.
Yeah, you can do the dun-dun-dun crap next time.
There's not
Actually,
gonna be a
probably
next
not
time.
because it was horrible. Oh, there's not going to be a next time now.
This is the final episode of Citizen Ho.
Oh, yeah.
April Fools.
That was a bad April Fool.
Yeah, because now people are disappointed that we're continuing.
Maybe. It was also poorly executed, poorly thought out, and just poor.
You're hurting my feelings.
And that's why people listen.
All 6 of you.
There's maybe 7.
Thanks, Ma.
Yeah, Ma. Well, your dad said he likes the show. So
Hey, your family doesn't even, and no one in your family even listens.
yeah.
As far as you can't get your brother to listen.
Yeah. I don't think he's really much of a podcast listener.
They dropped S-Town this week. Did you hear about that?
No.
You heard of Serial?
Uh-huh.
This is by This American Life, who did Serial, and it was basically like they binged the podcast. They dropped all 8 episodes at once,
Okay.
and it was like it's about this. S-Town stands for Shit Town,
Okay.
and it takes place in Woodstock, Alabama, in Bibb County, this rundown backwater town. And you really learn a lot about why people voted for Trump, basically.
Rundown backwater towns.
Exactly. Like, it makes you realize that, like, America's not like this.
Yeah. I've been saying that since the election.
It's not even that, though. I'm talking about, like, it's not civilized. A lot of it's not, like, real.
Oh, no, it's very real. And that's why we have a President Trump.
Who all these people... I saw this this thing on CNN. It was about people who supported Trump and how they rated him today. There's 6 of them there. Guess what they all gave him?
They all gave him, like, A's.
5
I
A's and 1
this.
B. One guy says, I don't give anybody an A.
Yeah.
They're like, well, he's done so much. I'm like, what has he done? He failed in his biggest thing.
Yeah, well, let's see. He failed at the healthcare, which wasn't even his healthcare. He just piggybacked on Paul Ryan's plan.
Mm-hmm. I called it wealth care.
Okay, then. So, let's see. The wall, Mexico's not paying for it.
Mm-hmm. And his executive orders about immigration have been overturned by the courts twice.
Yeah, and what's the other... Oh, every time that he's claimed...
Obama wiretapped him.
No, well, there's that too, but no, every time he's claimed that some big company is bringing manufacturing jobs and he's taking credit for it, it's all stuff that like the companies had in the works for like a year already.
What's with this butterfly?
It's one of the toys that we used to have on my son's old car seat.
Yeah, but it's not like symmetric.
It doesn't have to be symmetric. It has to make noise, which it does. I didn't even know it did that.
You learn something new every day.
Hey.
So is this place feeling like home yet?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Have you accidentally gotten off the subway at 72nd yet?
No, I have not.
Is she? Well, she.
No. Even coming home drunk last night. Oh, I wasn't really that drunk, but
How
even
many
coming home
beers
last
did you
night.
have?
3, 4.
What kind?
Let's see, 1 Bud Light and a couple of...
You're fired.
They were out of pitchers, and I don't even know what they were. They tasted like IPAs, though.
Oh, you must have loved that.
Yeah, well. That's what happens when you drink free alcohol.
Company paid?
Somebody paid. It wasn't me.
You had 3 beers and you were drunk?
Not really. I mean, granted, it was spread out, and we had lots of solid food. Sliders, chicken wings.
Where'd you go?
This bar by our office. It used to be called John Street. Now it's called the Irish American. They took a really good shithole dive bar in a basement and made it a kind of wannabe nice bar in a basement.
How's the food?
Food was all right. Buffalo wings were decent.
We haven't gone out with work in a while. Excuse me.
Oh,
Sure, everyone wants
Scott's
to hear me
sleepy. What?
I said everyone wants to hear me yawn.
I'm sure they do.
I was up early at synagogue this morning.
I was up earlier than you.
What time did you get up?
6.
Okay, you win.
Yes, I do.
But you...
And I woke up earlier than that just for no apparent reason whatsoever and couldn't get back to sleep, so.
And then the pitter-patter of little feet woke you up?
Actually, no. I just woke up more out of habit than anything else.
What time did he sleep till?
He slept till like 7:15.
What do you do, just come out here and put the TV on?
No, well, once Melissa woke up, we put the TV on in our room. 'Cause we can.
Isn't it nice having a living room again?
It is. It's nice that I can put him to bed and come out here and watch TV like a grown-up.
Fall asleep on your couch.
Like a grown-up.
She put on a movie late last night, and I just passed out watching. And then I went upstairs. At 1 o'clock, she came up. She's like, yeah, I fell asleep too. It wasn't even a funny... I watched like 15 minutes of it, and I didn't laugh at all. It was Sisters with Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. It wasn't funny at all.
I don't even remember reviews for it, so... I do remember the movie, but... Yes, thank you, Jay Sherman.
Greatest movie critic of all time.
Sure. It stinks.
They should bring that back.
Yeah, maybe, one day.
It's only been off the air for like 19 years.
Oh, wait, didn't, No, I was thinking of another show that got brought back.
Family Guy?
Yeah, Family Guy, Futurama. But they never did bring back The Critic.
No. They brought, like, it did one episode on The Simpsons.
Yes, I remember that.
That's where Boo Earns comes from.
Yes.
Were you saying Boo or Boo Earns? I was saying Boo Earns.
Boo Earns.
So, today is the 1st of April, 2017. And unfortunately, this is not a joke. Donald Trump is our president.
What? That's not the April Fool's joke this year?
No.
That wasn't Google's elaborate ruse?
Google's elaborate ruse this year was Google Gnome. It's Google Home for outdoors. It was actually pretty funny. They like did home automation with like a hose.
With a garden hose? Yes, I could see that they were doing something with a garden hose.
She's like, okay, Google, turn off the hose. Turn on the hose. And like, what is the weather that I'm currently standing in? Thanks. You are right. Please tell me how the wind. It's 3 degrees from the southwest, 2 degrees from the north.
Okay.
There was 2 other Google pranks. One was Chromebook accessories, Chromebook hardware, Chromebook armband. You can play Miss Pac-Man in Google Maps.
Yes, that's actually still on there.
Yeah, I know. Well, they usually start a couple of hours early due to like time changes.
I guess, but oh wait, duh.
And there's a third one.
How is just playing Miss Pac-Man on Google Maps a prank though? Didn't they do that with Pac-Man a while ago?
Yeah, they did it 2 years ago with Pac-Man. They did it with Miss Pac-Man.
Oh, that was also a Google April Fool's prank? Okay then. Now it sort of kind of makes sense.
I remember I had a cracked version of Miss Pac-Man for the Commodore 64, and when you died, it would say, fuck you.
I think I still have your Donald Duck disc for the Commodore 64. Really? I'm pretty sure I got it, yeah.
Throwing your dog a bone. Google now works perfectly for your furry friends. Okay,
meaning?
On the Google app for iOS, you can now use 3D touch on the app icon, or head to settings and select I'm feeling woof, or I'm feeling meow to let your dogs and cats get info on topics they care about. Whether that means squeaky toys or a bowl of milk. With I'm feeling woof and I'm feeling meow on the Google app, canines and felines alike can surf pet-friendly info with just a press of their paw.
Aww.
Is there anything else? The arrival of our 32nd world lens language, Heptapod B.
What? Who?
Oh, yeah. And haptic helpers. The things that help you with virtual reality.
That was a Google prank?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
Kind of amusing. I saw Tough Mudder is going to do Puppy Mudder. It's an endurance test for dogs.
I was going to say, what is it? Just like Tough Mudder for wusses? What?
For dogs.
Oh, okay. How do you train a dog for that?
It's a joke.
Oh, boo.
I think Geek had a couple of good ones. The pool office where you swim while you work.
That would be cool.
Where's Barb from Stranger Things? Have you watched Stranger Things?
No.
You need to.
Why?
You would like it.
Do tell. Explain.
You know what it's about?
Monosyllabically. No.
Strange Things is about... Try to do this monosyllabically. Basically, the first thing you notice about it is it takes place, I gotta say, somewhere like 82, 83, maybe? And the opening credits, they made it look like something out of the 80s. Like, you could even see, like, imperfections in the opening credits.
Okay.
And,
like bad VHS artifacting?
Exactly. And it's on Netflix.
Okay.
And it takes place in the 80s, and it's kind of like this small town with, like, not an alien conspiracy, but like a kid goes missing and they try to find out what happened to him. And it's just there's a lot of 80s-esque, and it was very good.
Okay.
And the four main kids in front of it are like nerds.
I've actually got my Nintendo Wii in a place where I can probably put it on the strong Wi-Fi here, and Netflix will actually be useful again.
You should just get a Chromecast.
I could.
It's like $35.
I also have long-term plans to update that TV, so
I don't like smart TVs.
Okay.
Well, especially Samsung. I have the smart Blu-ray player. I never use it. I use the Chromecast because their Smart Hub software is the worst thing ever made.
Oh well, that's why.
I mean, like,
that's why you don't use that.
I'd hit the Netflix button. It literally takes 7 minutes for Netflix to come up.
Yeah, I know. You've told me that.
And I have pretty good Wi-Fi in my house. Like my Roku, I hit Netflix, it comes up almost instantly.
All right.
The Chromecast is great, though.
Nah, I've seen it in action, I think. Or have I only seen the Roku and... Well, the Roku.
Well, I got the Roku before that came out. Had that been out, I would have probably got another Chromecast. You also have my only issue with the Chromecast is with Amazon.
What?
Amazon won't open up their protocol to Google or Apple.
Oh, they're being like Apple.
Exactly. So, like, I could stream Netflix to anything. I can't... Amazon, you have to do what they call screen sharing.
Okay.
Instead of, like, it uses the API, you have to, like, open a browser on your computer, on your TV, and then maximize it. So the quality's not, like, perfect.
Oh, yeah. That kind of thing, that would look like shit.
It doesn't look like shit, it's just not as good.
I feel like it would be really choppy.
On the Roku, it works. The Amazon works fine.
As well it should.
The Roku box
I've watched plenty an episode of Thomas and God knows what else on Roku while my niece and nephew were in town.
There's always Apple TV also, but I don't think you'll be getting that.
No, I will not.
The thing I like about the Chromecast is it's $35.
Okay. So,
and you can
my first thing is what can you use to control it?
Your phone or your computer. As long as it's on the same Wi-Fi network, there's just this little icon on pretty much anything. I'll show you when my Netflix comes up. Netflix doesn't detect the devices, but there's a little icon up there, and you just say stream.
Okay.
And that's what it says. Okay, Scott.
Okay. Ah.
What else?
Yeah, waking up early in the morning makes Kevin something.
Go crazy?
Just something. Whatever that is, I don't know and I don't care.
Oh, you have to clean up all this shit.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of stuff cleaned up off
I mean,
of
a
it.
lot of this you can probably throw out.
No, that's my wife's crap. She's got to go through it and decide what she wants to do with it. But yeah, we actually had the table looking almost clean the other day, and now it's
Well, you have till
bad
Thursday to
again.
make it look clean.
Yeah, Thursday night / Friday morning.
Where's the clock going to
Must go do something. Stand by.
You going to the bathroom?
No.
What are you doing?
Was hoping to get the remote there to turn on the air conditioner, but no, it's over here. On top of the air conditioner.
Yes, the air conditioner was on top of the air conditioner.
No, the remote for the air conditioner was on top of the air conditioner. What's the point of having it on top of the air conditioner? It's a remote. The purpose is to have it far away. Why are you fidgeting with my clock?
Setting the time.
It should be pretty much correct.
So it was off by about... It wasn't even moving.
Is it moving now?
Now it is.
Okay.
Maybe something was holding the gear.
Probably needs a new battery.
Probably should be hanging somewhere.
It should be. We haven't gotten to that yet.
Where would be a good place for it?
I don't know.
Right there.
I'm going to be hanging a framed poster right there.
Of what?
Of a giant bird, and it says, "My goodness, my Guinness." It was in the old apartment.
She's letting you put that in here?
I figured it'd be a good thing next to the dining table. It's kind of whimsical,
What about over there?
sort of food related. I don't know. The clock maybe can go over there. I haven't decided. Or actually, that clock might go in the kitchen. There's another clock my parents gave us that's nicer that we might hang out over there.
Yeah, we need to get a new microwave, it looks like.
Okay.
The one button doesn't work anymore, and the clock doesn't. You can't set the clock.
Okay. You might need a new microwave then.
I'm going to try to make it to Black Friday.
Good luck with that.
Well, I got it for free from our friends who live in Plainview.
Your friends who live in... Oh, them.
Yeah.
They gave you that?
They didn't need it anymore, so they said we can have it.
I didn't realize they even had an extra one.
It was the original one they had before they redid the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, they got my toaster for free, so...
I could have had a toaster?
What?
I'm just kidding. Does anyone even use a toaster anymore? We just use the oven.
We use our toaster. My wife uses it to prepare Max's waffles.
To toast?
Yeah, she toasts them.
You're like, my wife uses it to toast?
Hey, my mother-in-law and father-in-law couldn't figure out how to use a toaster they bought in Florida, so...
Really?
Well, they read the instructions, and the instructions for that particular toaster, I have to grant them, are kind of weird with what you have to do. But then, yeah, the actual problem turned out that the GFI on the outlet had popped, but...
I'm surprised your father-in-law couldn't figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mentioned it to him, and he was just like, oh, I guess it just didn't occur to him to look there.
None of the kids in this picture look particularly happy.
They have to use whatever pictures they can get of the kids all at least looking at the camera.
It's a very ethnically diverse class.
Yes, it is.
Your son's the cutest kid in there.
Let me see. I haven't seen this picture in a while.
Is that the new daycare or the old daycare?
This is the new daycare. Yeah, I mean, you can't really see some of the faces of the other kids that well.
But Max is definitely the cutest.
Sure, I'll take that. Granted, that statement is not in the least bit subjective, but...
I'm not related to the kid.
You practically are. You're Uncle Snotty.
My coworker's son calls me Uncle Spot.
Uncle Spot?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he just heard my name and he called me Spot.
Oh, God. So you just got stuck with that.
Pretty much. Ooh. Panadera Ixtapan.
Sure. I think
Jugos
it's
naturales.
some kind of Hispanic food.
Yeah, you don't want jugos naturales and pan and
Natural juices and bread
ensalada
and salad.
and desayunos.
Breakfast.
Impressive, Kevin. Most impressive.
Yes, I still remember some Spanish.
¿Dónde está el biblioteca?
I think it's La Biblioteca. But está en la ciudad de Nueva York. Haha.
Can't argue with that one.
Nope.
La ciudad.
CCC.
I love that the Sesame Street book was manufactured in China.
Aren't they all? Is it China or China?
It's huge.
Bigly.
Apparently that's a real word.
Really?
Yeah.
In what context is the use of it appropriate?
Just as an adverb? That's an ly.
My real question is, what kind of example do the dictionaries put in?
To our best friend.
Aww.
Did you see what I posted on my dad's Facebook?
No, I did not.
Okay, I made a fake Trump tweet. Happy birthday to my best friend Steve Horowitz. Steve is a really great guy.
Okay. That's way too nice, so we know it wasn't you.
Well, I did it from Trump.
Yeah.
And a big one. The gifts made the children smile bigly. Aaron was tall for his age and bigly built.
Sure, that sounds not in the least bit grammatically appropriate.
I'm on dictionary.com.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And here I just thought it was like some bullshit Trump tweet.
It's Trump. As I scroll down, it says, is Trump saying big league or bigly?
Big League Chew? The gum?
They should bring that back.
Oh, God. I don't know. I need water.
You got me some too.
Ah, slacker. I have to go be like a freaking waiter in the middle of the show. Good God.
You're not dressed the part. There's plastic cups here if you want.
Yeah, those are used.
Then why aren't they thrown out?
Don't look at me. I'm not the one who used them.
Oh, Jesus. It's like two children live here. Here's the Kevin Go Gets the Water because it's his house music.
Probably 3.
No, Max is the only adult. Kevin accused me of imitating Burgess Meredith as the Penguin from Batman 1966. That's played by Adam West and Burt Ward. And Cesar Romero's the Joker, Fred Gorshin as the Riddler, Frank Gorshin as the Riddler, and let's see if I can do Julie Newmar, Eartha Kitt, and
something. Lee Merriweather?
Lee Merriweather with 3. Catwoman. New York City's finest water.
Filtered.
New York City's finest filtered water. Apparently they made... I have to see this.
You sounded just like the intern we had one summer that we nicknamed Short Bus.
What? Was he retarded or something?
Ooh, we think he may have had some issues.
So it's good to make fun of him while he's down.
We basically gave the kid an internship as a favor to a local college that a lot of my coworkers graduated from.
What, Stevens?
No, Montclair State.
No, I know it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that I work with who graduated from the broadcast program there.
There's a broadcast program there?
Yeah, supposedly it's actually pretty good as far as local, broadcast production programs go.
It's no Newhouse, though.
No, it's not Newhouse, but...
Was there any other Cusians there?
Yeah, the guy whose parents live around the corner from my in-laws in Florida.
Oh, really?
I didn't tell you this? Guy that I work with, yeah, his parents, I mentioned to him that I was going down to Florida, and he said, oh yeah, my parents are down there, and I think he said he was just there. And he asked me where my in-laws live, and I said, oh, they're in the Boynton Beach area. Oh, where? They're like way, way west, in a development. Yeah, what's the name of the development? Valencia Cove? No shit, that's where my parents live. Then he actually, I think he asked me like what street my in-laws are on, and then he showed me, and it's like, oh, they're actually around the corner. To go to my in-laws' house, you drive past his parents' house every time. Unless you take the really ass-backwards route.
Is his parents' house in the color that your mother-in-law really wanted?
I don't know. I know that one of the houses next door to them was in that color.
That's why they couldn't be in that color.
That's why they couldn't do it.
That's why she didn't try to.
I think it was like the roof tiles or something.
I was surprised she didn't try to like con her way into getting what she wanted with that.
She probably did and failed.
Oh, the builder must have loved. I'm so surprised the builder didn't commit suicide.
He wouldn't have committed suicide. He would have murdered her.
Mm-hmm. Well, the fact that she was here while happening probably helped the situation.
Maybe a little bit.
Well, she's still alive.
Yeah, true. Like I said, a little bit. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm going down to Florida next week.
3 days. Ooh, in 3 days.
So yeah, there will be no Citizen Ho next week because we are preparing for our Bonanza episode, our 100th episode.
Ooh, it's coming up soon. Just not as soon as usual, thanks to Passover.
Yeah, there'll be a really bad tasting cake and steak
and crackers that taste like cardboard.
I got a free 5-pound. Do you want matzah? I have 5 pounds of it.
I have a box. One box is basically all I ever need.
I know, but I got it for free because I spent more than $80. You were at Fairway today. If you spent $80, you would have gotten free matzah.
Yeah. Whatever. Don't need free matzah.
We can't find Horowitz Margaretin anymore anywhere.
That's okay. The last time I had it, it tasted like bad cardboard.
But it's Uncle Phil's matzah.
What do you mean, Uncle Phil?
Phil Horowitz.
Okay.
I really did have an Uncle Phil. But.
Yeah, but I guess he had no real connection to Horowitz and Margaretin, which is apparently just owned by Manischewitz.
Really?
Yeah.
It's all the same.
They actually own a lot of the Passover brands.
Straits and Yehuda?
Straits, I don't think they do. No, Straits or Strites. I don't think they own Strites. Yehuda is supposedly like the best matzah brand out there now. That's what my parents get.
That's the Orthodox brand.
I guess so.
One of my customers every year sends me a box of Shmura, usually.
Oh, Shmura matzah. I hate that stuff.
Well, that's the good stuff.
I don't like it.
Supposedly, traditionally, matzah is supposed to be more like pita than like a cracker. Because of the mass production, they can't get it into that format. Like, there's actually things online I was reading last week about like how to make your own matzah like a pita.
Okay, then. I mean, I guess it makes more sense for it to be closer to a pita bread than a cracker.
Well, basically, it's just mixture of flour and water that has to be baked within 18 minutes or something like that, I think.
Something like that.
Rise.
Yeah, something like that. We went to a Shmura matzah factory.
Yeah, in the Lower East Side.
Yes.
Was that Brooklyn?
It was on the actually, I think it was in Brooklyn.
That's when Cantor Marty gave us the Shapiro's wine and think it was grape juice.
That was in the Lower East Side.
Good times.
Wine so thick you can almost cut it with a knife.
Isn't that a bar now, Shapiro's?
It is. I have drank there.
I think one of the kosher brands used to have a big factory in Jersey City. I want to say Hebe Nat.
Maybe. I don't know.
Still the best hot dogs you can buy.
I don't remember the last time I had a Hebe Nat hot dog. Actually, I probably had one at your house.
Yeah, because that's all I'll buy.
Yeah.
So yeah, for when we do our 100th episode, I'm either going to barbecue, depending on the weather, or make some briskets, or a bunch of the pizza places by us. You could just order matzah pizza.
Yeah, that is always an option.
That's like $20 a pie.
It's matzah pizza. What do you want?
And we'll get an ice cream cake.
Yay! Without the crunchies.
Yep.
Damn it.
Do you partake in the Sephardic traditions now that it's been approved by the Orthodox by the conservative?
Dude, I started partaking of Sephardic traditions like 10 years ago. Because when I actually researched like what it was and like thought about it, I was like, wait a minute. Why does it make any sense that like one sect says you can do this and the other sect doesn't?
Because you can't.
And the sect that says you can do it is the sect that's from like the Middle Eastern area where the religion originated from. So I said, you know what? I'm following what they do.
Well, the conservative movement passed Kit and Yoda's kosher Passover last year.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, my mother is very happy that she doesn't have to worry about corn syrup anymore.
Well, my family, we never really went. Your parents used to like change dishes and stuff, right?
Yep.
We just didn't have bread for a week. It's kind of like
We changed dishes, silverware. We had separate racks for the dishwasher for Passover.
Your mom was nuts.
No, it wasn't. Well, she did it all because that was how my father grew up. So she did it to sort of in keep with that tradition. And eventually she just got tired of all the work involved.
Well, nowadays, most like Orthodox people, they'll just buy paper for the Passover, use paper plates, and get a couple of, the disposable pans.
Yeah, no, she had like her regular KitchenAid mixer that she would use to bake for like Rosh Hashanah and the other time. She had all separate appliances for Passover. They're all stashed up in the attic in the house.
You're like, Ma, can we have some of these and just use them real?
No, I don't want any of those things. They're old and crappy.
That's funny.
We never separate everything. My father had special Formica or something covers made up for the countertops that we had to bring down and put on top before my mother would start cooking every year.
Ugh. When did she stop doing all that?
Somewhere between 8 and 10 years ago, I guess, give or take.
She just got tired of it?
Yeah, no, it's basically it was when by that point they were already spending most of their time in the city. And my mother, she just said, "You know what?" She looked at my father and she said, "You don't follow any of the real rules except during Passover anyway." She said, "Look, I'm not going to get if you want to have your separate plate or whatever and your separate silverware to use on Passover, fine. Just bring it with you and we'll deal with it, in the apartment in the city. But I'm not changing over the whole damn kitchen in the house anymore."
And he said, "Okay."
Yeah, he said, "All right, look, whatever you want." He's like, "Look, I want to still have my separate silverware." So she said, "Okay, fine, you can have it, but I'm not going through the whole."
Because then she'd have doing the city and in the.
Yeah, exactly. That was one of the reasons why she stopped.
Well, I mean, they could have stayed on Long Island for a week.
Yeah, I think for a while that's basically what they did, but that's she just has no reason to be out there anymore.
Mm-hmm. True.
So it just wasn't worth it.
But if she could pay the bills, then she could pay somebody to do it.
Oh, she could. We can pay our bills by having people go to www.audibletrial.com/citizenho and go and they get a free 30-day trial account and a free audiobook download. There are thousands upon thousands of titles to choose from, such as this one.
Zombie Apocalypse by Kiv Books, narrated by Eddie Leonard Jr.
Who the hell is Eddie Leonard Jr.?
The narrator.
What else does he do? Why is he qualified to narrate this book?
I have no idea, but it's about how to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Ooh, fun.
Which apparently they have a real plan for how to do in the state of Indiana, I think.
Yeah, sounds vaguely familiar. Didn't the people of Indiana petition the state to come up with that?
These are the people that put Mike Pence in power.
Maybe.
No, he was the governor of Indiana.
So?
Mm-hmm.
They just had to abide by the request, I guess. I don't know.
So yeah, I don't think I'll be eating much at my Seder's.
Okay.
They're at my sister's house.
Yeah, and?
You've known my sister quite a long time. What is one of the criteria you would not put with her?
Wait, what is what?
What is something that she does not do?
Cook?
Exactly.
So, that means the food will be good, because somebody else made it.
No, she tries to make it herself.
Oh. Okay,
is your brother making the brisket?
He always does.
Is it always a crowd pleaser?
Almost every year. There have been years where it didn't come out good, but...
Will there be a menu?
I don't know.
How many people is your mom having this year?
Not that many. Our Seders have shrunken significantly. Now I think it'll just be us, my in-laws, and their friends Bruce and Doreen. They usually come out for it, and maybe the Packets, and maybe Lenny and Mary Arbite.
I don't even know who's going to be. I think it's just going to be us, my parents, and my sister's in-laws. But then the night of the second Seder, we have a flight late at night.
Ah. Second Seder, my parents just like have lunch now, and then this way my brother and sister-in-law can drive back to Philadelphia and get back early, or at least get back at a decent time.
Now you don't have to worry about transportation back. You have your own car.
Yeah, it's just that we're going to be at the Seder at my in-laws till it'll because I'm sure it'll go later, and then we're still going to have to schlep back up here.
You know, you could leave when you want to leave. You don't have to stay to the very end.
Yeah, in theory we could, but then my mother-in-law might get upset.
If you have to get Max to bed, you have to get Max to bed.
Yeah, but
so in other words,
when it's something that might negatively affect her, she will forego those things.
What, your wife?
No, my mother-in-law.
What do you mean?
And meaning, like, she won't care that much about Max going to bed if it means us leaving the Seder early. Like, that's not a good enough excuse, basically.
And the fact that you have to go to work the next day and get up early?
It doesn't matter. That's why I'm always annoyed at every Seder, because they start so freaking late.
What time do they call it for?
They end up calling it for like 4, and if they start at 5:30, I'm lucky.
Well, there's not going to be that many people this year, so it could be a lot quicker.
Maybe. We'll see.
Who's going to lead it?
Damned if I know. Usually somebody leads, but usually they just go around the table. And of course, when it comes to my mother-in-law's turn to read, she always basically says, "No, skip me."
She was a teacher, right?
Supposedly, she won't. She won't read at the Seder at my parents' house either.
Why?
Because I guess she just doesn't like reading in public. I don't know.
Oh. I don't know. I have to pay. I lost my bet with my niece and nephew, so I have to pay them. Brats.
See, you had to learn.
I'm going to try to double or nothing with them. Yankees will have a better record than the Marlins.
God.
Think he'll go for it?
Probably not, because they'll probably realize that that's a pretty sure loss for them.
So we're flying down Tuesday night. We landed about 11 o'clock. I'm renting a car at the airport, going to my parents' place. Then Wednesday, my mom, Marissa, and I are driving up to Tampa to go to the Yankees. Are you falling asleep?
Maybe.
Go to the Yankees-Rays game in Tampa.
Yeah, no, I heard that.
No, we're staying. This is my first away Yankee game aside from Shea Stadium. I've never been to one at Citi Field. I've been to Citi Field, not for a Subway Series, though.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever...
Because
I don't know if I've ever seen a Yankee game where that wasn't at Yankee Stadium.
Kevin has to go to the bathroom. So, I will continue talking. Okay. Kevin will be back shortly. And we will start. We don't know shit about movies as soon as Kevin gets back. Sorry for all the frequent interruptions, folks. And I will continue talking because Kevin's not back yet. So yeah, I've been to, let's see, this will be my 5th baseball stadium. I've been to Yankee Stadium, both Yankee Stadiums, both Met Stadiums, Toronto, both Chicago Stadiums, and Philly. This will be my 9th stadium. Oh,
Scott's recapping the baseball stadiums he's been in?
Better than a card trick?
Well, yeah.
Alright. So, since everyone cares about my and I've been to the old Marlins Stadium. I've been to the new Marlins Stadium now. This will be my 10th stadium.
Well, you got more than I do, so. well, let's see.
3 more than you do.
Shea Stadium, Citi Field, both Yankee stadiums. So if I can get 4 right there.
Both Chicago stadiums.
Yes. Well, I've been in Skydome, just not to a game.
I was actually at a game. You haven't gone to a game in Philly?
Nope. That's basically it.
Yeah, I have 3 more.
I haven't been to a lot of ball games outside of New York.
All right. And on that note, folks, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show, the ending.
We don't know. We're not quite there yet, but yeah, we don't know shit about movies time. Sure. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, this week, let's see, we got Ghost in the Shell, starring Scarlett Johansson. What the? Damn it, I must have tapped the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Scarlett Johansson, Pilu Asbæk.
God bless you.
Yeah, Michael Pitt and Takeshi Kitano. Follows Major, a special ops, one-of-a-kind human-cyborg hybrid who leads the elite task force Section 9. Devoted to stopping the most dangerous criminals and extremists, Section 9 is faced with an enemy whose singular goal is to wipe out Hanka Robotics' advancements in cyber technology. So it's kind of like the Terminator?
I'm going Rodden on this.
Yeah.
It has the hottest woman alive in it.
I kind of have to agree. The hottest woman alive who may want to go into politics, apparently.
April Fools?
I don't know.
The Boss Baby, starring Alec Baldwin, Steve Buscemi, Lisa Kudrow, and Patton Oswalt.
Interesting.
A 7-year-old is jealous of his fast-talking, briefcase-carrying baby brother. When the older brother embarks on a mission to win back the sole affection of his parents, he stumbles upon a secret plot by the CEO of Baby Company that threatens
Puppy Company
that threatens to destroy the balance of love in the world, and the brash baby executive masquerading as his new brother is the center of it all. They must come together as true brothers to stop the dastardly scheme, save their parents, and restore order to the world, and prove that love is indeed an infinite force.
Aww.
Rodden.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Have you seen the trailer for this?
Not really, no. Okay, I'll go rotten on it. Okay, we have The Zookeeper's Wife, starring Jessica Chastain, Johan Haldenberg, Daniel Bruhl, and Michael McElhatton. Sure. The real-life story of one working wife and mother who became a hero to hundreds during World War II. In 1939 Poland, Antonina Zabinska, portrayed by two-time Academy Award nominee Jessica Chastain.
To be or not to be. Zabinski.
Never mind Zelensky's body. What are you doing with Zabinski's body?
I think I have to watch that again.
Okay. Antonina Zabinska and her husband, Dr. Jan Zabinski, Johan Heldenberg, have the Warsaw Zoo flourishing under his stewardship and her care. When the country is invaded by the Nazis, Jan and Antonina are stunned and forced to report to the Reich's newly appointed chief zoologist, Lutz Heck, Daniel Bruhl. To fight back on their own terms, Antonina and Jan covertly begin working with the resistance and put into action plans to save lives out of what has become the Warsaw Ghetto, with Antonina putting herself and even her children at great risk.
And I, for one, never thought the Third Reich meant Germany. I'm going fresh on this.
That I will go fresh on.
Carrie Pilby, Belle Powley, Nathan Lane, Gabrielle Byrne, and Vanessa Bayer. Carrie Pilby, a 19-year-old Harvard grad, lives in the world of Oprah sex hypocrites. When her therapist assigns goals, Carrie resists the mundane, yet somehow manages to evolve into the compassionate person she never knew she wanted to be. Yeah, Robin.
Okay, I'll go rotten on it. Cézanne et moi. Guillaume Canet, Guillaume Gallienne, and Alice Pohl. No description whatsoever.
Foreign film cred?
Foreign film cred.
Foreign film cred. I'm going to skip Donnie Darko because that movie came out like 20 years ago.
Aww.
Here Alone. Shane West, Lucy Walters, Gina Persante, and Adam David Thompson. A young woman struggles to survive on her own in the wake of a mysterious epidemic that has decimated society and forced her deep into the unforgiving wilderness, until she encounters two other survivors who make her confront her past while putting all of their lives at risk.
Yeah, I'm going to go rotten on that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Live Cargo, starring Lakeith Stanfield, Dree Hemingway, Robert Wisdom, and Leonard Earl Howe. Following a devastating loss, Nadine and Lewis retreat to a small Bahamian island, where Nadine's family has kept a house for many years. As they try to heal and move forward with their relationship, the community on the island shows signs of unraveling, with the island's mayor, Roy, squaring off against Doughboy, a human trafficker who manipulates the impressionable homeless teenager Myron into assisting with his smuggling operation.
I don't know if the guy's name wasn't Roy.
I don't.
I'm going rotten.
I'm going rotten also.
The Blackcoat's Daughter. Emma Roberts, Kiernan Shipka, Lucy Boynton, and Lauren... Oh, fuck, this is a long one. And Lauren Holly. A deeply atmospheric and terrifying new horror film. The Blackcoat's Daughter centers on Kat, Kiernan Shipka, and Rose, Lucy Boynton, two girls who are left alone in their prep school. Their prep school Bramford over winter break when their parents mysteriously fail to pick them up. While the girls experience increasingly strange and creepy occurrences at the isolated schools, we cross-cut to another story, that of Joan, Emma Roberts, a troubled young woman on the road who, for unknown reasons, is determined to get to Bramford as fast as she can. As Joan gets closer to school, Kat becomes plagued by a progressively intense... Did we read this already?
I feel like we did.
No, we'll keep going. By progressively intense and horrifying visions, with Rose doing her best to help her new friend. Yeah, we definitely read this already.
Yeah, I thought so.
Next.
Okay, next. You want to read this, or you want me to do it? Yeah, I was going to say, because it's long, you're going to have me do it. The Death of Louis XIV, starring Jean-Pierre Leuve, Patrick Dasumaco, or something like that, Mark Susini, and Eileen Silvagni. Versailles, August 1715. Back from hunting, Louis XIV, magisterially interpreted by New Wave icon and honorary Palme d'Or recipient Jean-Pierre Leuve, feels pain in his leg. A serious fever erupts, and which marks the beginning of the agony of the greatest king of France. Surrounded by a horde of doctors and his closest counselors who come in turns at his bedside, sensing the impending power vacuum, the Sun King struggles to run the country from his bed. Based on extensive medical records and the memoirs of the Duke of Saint-Simon and other courtiers, the death of Louis XIV is a wry neoclassical chamber drama, a work of pure magic by Albert Sierra, one of today's most singular directors.
Foreign film docudrama cred?
Yeah, foreign film cred. That's enough for me.
The Discovery, Rudy Mara, Robert Redford, and Jason Segel. Interesting. In the near future, the world is off balance. People have gained a specific knowledge, and death has lost meaning due to a breakthrough scientific discovery by Dr. Thomas Harbour, Robert Redford. There is now definitive proof of an afterlife. While countless people have chosen suicide in order to reset their existence, others go on, trying to decide what it all means. Among them is Dr. Harbour's son, Will, Jason Segel, who has arrived at his father's isolated compound with a mysterious young woman, Isla, Rooney Mara. There they discover the strange acolytes who helped Dr. Harbour with his experiments, and they were all looking to Dr. Harbour for meaning. Can Will and Isla find peace in this place or on the other side? Aw, rotten.
Yeah, I'm going to go rotten on that too. Alright, next we have The Prison, starring Han Suk-kyu, Kim Rae-won, Lee Kyung-young, and Jung Woong-in. So they're probably all Chinese. After a fatal...
Japanese, racist?
Yeah, they could be, but these names sound Chinese to me. After a fatal accident, Yu Gon, a former police inspector, is sentenced to hard time in a prison he once helped fill. Once inside, he discovers the entire penitentiary is no longer controlled by the guards, but by a vicious crime syndicate that breaks out at night, using their prison sentences as the perfect alibi to commit intricate heists. Looking for revenge against the system that placed them inside, Yu Gon joins the syndicate. But with every man out for himself, how long can that perfect crime last?
Foreign film cred?
Yes, foreign film cred.
2307, Winter's Dream. Paul Seedhu, Brandon Coles, Ariel Holmes, Kelsey Watson. In 2307, a future soldier is sent on a mission to hunt down the leader of the humanoid rebellion.
Yeah, rent it.
Yeah, right. Two Flickster.
Do.
Nope, wrong thing. It's DVD profile. Flickster. Powered by Rotten Tomatoes.
Come on, hurry up.
Ghost in the Shell, 42% Rotten. Boss
Alrighty.
Baby, 49% rotten. Zookeeper's Wife, 58% rotten.
Wow.
The Blackcoat's Daughter, 73% fresh. Oh, that was the one we didn't read. Carrie Pilby, 65% fresh.
Ooh.
Here Alone, 56% rotten. Now to look. Zazan. Is rotten.
Okay.
Live Cargo. Rotten. Death of Louis XIV.
Do, do, do.
75% fresh. Discovery. No, not the Discoverers.
Ah.
The search on this thing sucks.
Bitch, bitch, bitch. Find a new app.
It's their app. Rotten. La Prison. No reviews.
Aww.
In 2307. Didn't even come up. Maybe it's a Netflix thing.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
So, that's our show. Join us in 2 weeks for our 100th episode celebration, where our producer is going to put together clips of our favorite moments.
No, he's not.
Tweet us to let us know your favorite moments. At CitizenO, hashtag 100EPs, 100 moments.
Sure.
Yeah. So you could tweet us at CitizenHoPod. Again, hashtag 100 EPs, 100 moments. Email us, dumbass@citizenho.com with your favorite moments of the show. We'll read any emails aloud. Or that includes you, Dad.
Yeah, sure.
Facebook.com/CitizenHo. Instagram @CitizenHoPod. Download, like, review, iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play.
Okay,
And that's our
all.
episode for today. I'm Scott.
I'm Kevin.
And be excellent to each other.
Bye-bye.
Station!